Welcome back to Aisha's Academy, and today we're going to go through circles, but specifically area and circumferences. So let's go. Okay, so here's our little circle. So just to recap on a few parts of circles. So the first thing is the line from the center to the edge of the circle is known as our radius, aka abbreviated as the letter R, and then the length of that goes through the center of the circle is known as diameter, abbreviated for D. So the area for a circle, the equation for that is pi times our radius squared, so times the radius squared. And then the equation for working out the circumference of a circle is, there's two ways, so you could either do 2 times pi times your radius, this all depends with what you get in the question, or you can do it as pi times the diameter. And this makes sense because you need 2 radiuses to make a diameter. So let's crack on with some questions. So practice questions time. Okay, so if we have a look at our example 1, aka our first question, it's basically given us a circle, it's given us the diameter, and it wants us to work out the total cost of the fencing. So the first thing that we're going to do is basically work out the circumference of this circle. And remember, the equation for this could be pi times d. That was one of the ways that you could work it out. So we're going to use this one because they've given us the diameter. So that's going to be pi times 5 because the diameter is 5 meters. So you know the circumference of the circle is going to be 5 pi. And if you put that into your calculator, you'd get more of an accurate figure. But we're going to leave it for 5 pi just so it's more accurate for the rest of the working out. Then the next bit is to work out the total cost. So we're going to do the total circumference of the circle, which is 5 pi times 1.8, aka £1.80, because that's the cost per meter as it says in the question. And if we did that, we would be left with a final answer of £28.27. And that's it. So having a look at example 2. So in this case, it just wants us to work out the circumference of the circle. And in this question, they've also given us the diameter. So literally, we're just going to do pi times d, which is going to be pi times 9. And if you put that into your calculator, you would get an answer of 28.3 centimeters, because it wants it in 3 significant figures. And then the last example of this video is example 3, where it wants us to work out the area of the circle. So recapping again, the equation for the area of a circle was pi times radius squared. Because it's told us that the radius is 7.6 centimeters, we're going to do pi times 7.6 squared. And if you input that into your calculator and round it to 3 significant figures, you would end up with 181 centimeters squared.